This is video 010A, possessive adjective for Spanish 1. Okay. The first thing you need to know about possessive adjectives for Spanish is your textbook gives you your definitions as such. Me is my, as in my book. Tu is your. Nuestro is our. And su can mean his, her, your formal, as if you have to say sir or ma'am to someone, your plural or their. Now, su is the one that gives everyone difficulty. So I don't translate su as all those. I translate su as everything else. So if it's not my book, it's not your book, it's not our book, then it's su, because su is the category for everything else. So don't think about, is it su? You need to think about, is it my, is it your, is it our? Don't try to think of it as su. Okay, all right. So let's look at number 1. We have my hermanos, mi hermanos. So let's see, pull that over. So this is obviously mine, so it's going to follow here, come from that. So we got mis hermanos. Now, why the S on mis? Because hermanos is plural. Number 2, your plural, sia. So that means it's a sia, but just more than one person owns it. So your plural, look over here. It's not my sia, it's not your sia. This is just a straight your. Not your plural, not your formal, just your. Like you're talking to one person, regular person. That's it. Our sia. See, su is everything else. Here's the your formal that belongs over here with su. Okay? It's everything else. So su, sia. His libro. It's not my libro. It's not your libro. It's not our libro. So it's everything else. So su. Su libro. Number 4, her sia. So again, it's not my sia, it's not your sia, it's not our sia. So the only other option is your. So it's going to be, su. The only other option is su. So it's going to be su sia. Number 5, your plural. Your plural is over here, right there. It falls in the everything else category. So it's su. So your plural, computadoras, su, computadoras. Now again, because computadoras is plural, su has to be plural. We know this already. We've already done our noun adjective agreement. If your noun is plural, your adjective has to be plural. That should be no surprise. The thing about the possessive adjectives is people want to treat them like they're different. They're no different from any other adjective. Textbooks use this as an independent lesson. They shouldn't be an independent lesson because they are exactly the same as every other adjective you've ever learned. There is absolutely nothing special about them. Number 6, our coaches. So it's not my, it's not your, but it is our. So nuestro. Now we got nuestro, then coaches. Coaches was plural, the noun was, so we're going to make nuestro, nuestros. My coche. So here, there we go. My, me, mi coche. And it's not mis because there's only one coche. The noun is singular. All right, your formal hermano. So formal. It's not my, it's not your, it's not our. It's your formal, which falls into the category of everything else. So su, su hermano. Number 9, your plural, coche. Okay. It's not my coche, it's not your coche, it's not our coche. It's your formal, or your plural, right here. Your plural, that's the category it falls into, so it's everything else. So su, su coche. Now I got a lot of students who will say, why is it not coches, or why is it not sus? Because it says plural. Because the noun, coche, is singular. If the noun is singular, the adjective has to be singular. The word your plural simply means that more than one person owns the car. it is still only one car. Okay, number 10, your plural casa. This is going to fall into the same category. It's not my, not your, not our. It's your plural, which falls into the everything else category. So su casa. And I don't care how many people own the house, it's one house. Casa is singular, su does not get the S. Okay. Number 11, their hermano. There is not my, not your, not our. It's here in the everything else category. So it's su hermano. Number 12, his libros. It's not my libros, it's not your libros, it's not our libros. It's his libros. So it falls into the everything else category. So su. Now, libros is plural. My noun is plural, so I have to make su plural. So it's sus. Again, that's just like every other adjective. There's nothing special about that. If you can do that for noun adjective agreement, you can do it here. Our computadora. So our is, it's not my, it's not your, there it is, our. So nuestro computadora. Now computadora is a girl. It's a A, got an A there, it's the last vowel, so this is a girl. So I have to make nuestro nuestra, because nuestro as an adjective had gender. The last vowel was an O or an A, so it had gender. So we have to change it to nuestra. Number 14, your formal casa. It's not my, not your, not our. Falls into the everything else category. Your formal, so su. And because casa is singular, there's only one casa. Su is singular, no S. Number 15, his casa. It's not my, your, our. It falls into the everything else category. So su casa. And then again, because casa was singular, it's going to stay su, not sus. Number 16, his computadora. This one's the same thing. His falls into the everything else category, computadora. And computadora was singular, so su remains without an extra S. Your backpacks or your mochilas. Okay. So it's not my, but it is your. Just straight out your. Not your formal, not your plural, just your. So this one is tu. And because mochilas is plural, we have to make the adjective tu plural. So it becomes tus. If mochila had been singular, it would have stayed tu mochila. All right, number 18, his computadoras. So his falls into the everything else category. So su computadora. Now because this is plural, computadoras, we're going to have to make su plural to sus. Number 19, your plural libro. So it's not our, it's not your, it's not our. It falls into the everything else category. So su libro. I don't care how many people own the book. It's one book, one libro. So su stays singular. Number 20, her computadora. So su falls into the everything else category. So su computadora. And this concludes the first video for possessive adjectives.